in the first half, but we regrouped and they fumbled back to us starting the third quarter, and we were able to capitalize and score a bunch of touchdowns there in the third quarter, which pretty much turned it around, although I guess they did get it back to a 3-point game there in the third quarter. And we finally ran the ball pretty well with Marcus. Stephen hit some balls here and there and ran nicely on a bunch of runs. And we were able to did a couple special team score, Ace Sanders and then Antonio's fumble recovery. So we got it out of sight there quickly. We had a lot of good breaks, but didn't play very well, obviously. And hopefully we can tighten up and play a lot better next week. But overall, pretty good opening game. I don't think anybody got hurt seriously. So hopefully we can improve from that first game to second game and get ready for the Bulldogs next week.
Steve, is your quarterback competition over? Stephen Guy?
Well, Steve will start next week. He'll start next week, and he's got every opportunity to be our quarterback, and we'll go from there. Yeah, I said we'd play a quarter each and go from there. Connor had some tough luck in there. Had a couple deep balls that, great catch here, barely tipped there, but that's the way it happened. And then he sort of got hit and fumbled there once, but he was just on the bad end of some things. But Stephen took care of the ball very well. Got very fortunate on one throw that could have been picked, but other than that, yeah, he played very well.
Coach Fox jumped on you early down by 10 at half. What did you say to the team at halftime?
We yelled for a minute and we calmed down and just said, this may be good for us to be behind at halftime, because our history has not been very good coming from behind. And we need to come from behind and win some ball games. So we sort of just settled it down. So a lot of ball left. I think we're better than that team over there. Although their offense was very good. Stayed on the field. Heck, they scored 38 on us somehow. Even though we got some turnovers here and there. But anyway, we just tried to stay calm and see if we could come from behind and win one. And then obviously we got all those breaks that enabled us to sort of put it away comfortably.
Steve, in the first half, you guys took a few shots downfield. Never could get the right connection. What was going on? Wrong routes or just overthrown balls?
No, they just barely didn't hit. They just didn't quite hit. Just slightly underthrown and great catch or whatever. Just didn't hit. But that's the way it happened.
Any explanation for or concern about having four fumbles in the first half?
Any concern? Yeah, we'll do it next week. Yeah, Marcus had his first one. Is that his first one?
Well,
second.
Over.
Chick-fil-A.
Oh, they called out his fumble. Yeah, I guess it was. Yeah. Him running with the ball and fumbling was so unusual. I said, Marcus. I said, dang. But yeah, he fumbled one. Kenny Miles ran a kickoff up in there and fumbled. And we had some big defensive plays. Antonio, Melvin had a pick. C.C. Whitlock played well. C.C. was our best defensive back out there, it seemed like tonight, definitely. So we gave him a game ball. He's a young man, hadn't done a lot around here in his last year. And he competed, he tackled well. And really, I think he played. Y'all probably saw number 12, played an excellent game.
Got the special teams monkey off your back now. You got the return.
Yeah.
Overall,
overall, the guys covered well. And Bruce Ellington ran it up in there on all the kickoff returns. Of course, we had a penalty there. Took off a big return by him. But yeah, we should be very solid on special teams this year. But that was just a heck of a run by Ace. So Jude got 8 of them, I guess, as he went down the field on that one.
Is this a win y'all can be pleased with? I mean, you scored 56, but you also gave up 38.
Yeah.
I know it's a win, but how do you take
No, we hope to play a lot better than this. We had some good breaks getting those fumbles, but we didn't play an extremely very good game. I think we had 10, 11 penalties. They only had 4, I think. So we didn't play very well, but had some good breaks. Caused us to win. A lot of guys played well, though. A lot of guys did, but overall, against a top flight opponent, we've been in trouble today with the way we played. So we need to pick it up. We need to get better before next week and play better next week.
Steve, how would you assess the way Clowney played in his first game?
I guess he did okay. Their quarterback's hard to get to. He catches it. They got a good snapper. He catches it and throws. Got a little pressure here and there, but really when he held it for a moment, I think that last 4th and 10 they made, we hit him right as he was throwing. He's a good player. They were 9 of 19 on thirds. We were only 6 of 12. And we were both 2 for 2 on fourths. So, yeah, that's about the way it went. They had the ball just about as long as we did, almost 30 to 30. So it was a pretty close game. Heck, we had about the same amount of yards. We had 345. We had 351. So a few special team plays and turnovers are probably the difference in the game.
Just on your quarterback down,
We only had 131 passing.
Why didn't Demir Bird play?
Demir has a compliance eligibility little issue that we hope gets cleared up before next week. Okay? We hope it gets cleared up, but we just got to let that work its way out right now.
Just on your quarterback down, did you put more pressure in the second half than you did in the first half?
Did we put more pressure on their quarterback? I don't know. We got some sacks first in. We had a lot of 3 and outs on them, but then they scored touchdowns a lot. So I don't think the defensive coach is very happy that they only had 345 yards, but still, they completed 37 passes. We completed 10. But we got 56, so that's football.
Coach, Steve, do you second guess yourself at all about the way you handled the quarterback situation?
Second guess.
Well, considering you fell behind.
I said we were going to have competition, and yet Connor outplayed me. Now, I could be like those other coaches. I think Coach Notre Dame said it was very close competition, but this guy's our quarterback for the year. I never said he's our quarterback for the year. I said he's going to start. So it wasn't. This wasn't any big permanent deal. Connor deserved to start. He played better in all those scrimmages. All those balls that got tipped tonight, he hit them on the dead run in scrimmages. But tonight, just barely underthrew Alshon. And then Jason Barnes just maybe could have made a great catch, so he got hit while he was going for it. And Connor deserves to start. I don't second guess myself at all. When you say you're going to do something, you're supposed to do it, aren't you? So we had competition, and Connor won the competition.
Can you talk about the lift though that Stephen gave you when he came in the second quarter?
Well, he did give us a good lift. He gave us a good lift, leading us to a couple of scores. I wish he hadn't checked to that out and up on 3rd and 5, but, you know, that happened. But anyway, he played well. He played very well. Somebody said, let's give Garcia a game ball. I said, wait a minute now. He can play. When he asked close to about 300 yards and bring us, you know, down the field and score, we give him a game ball. And he played well. Don't get me wrong. But he can, hopefully he'll have a big game to help us. Yeah, but he's back in the box. He's our starter, and I said it'd work its way out. That's the way it's worked its way out, and we'll go from here.
So he's the starter full time, or is he Connor playing the second quarter?
Well, he might get hurt.
If he doesn't get hurt.
No, we're not doing the second quarter bit anymore.
Okay.
This was the quarter game right here. This was the quarter.
Coach, Steve looked Steve was very emotional there on his first drive after he had that run where he hit the guy. He got up and just kind of waved his hands toward the crowd. Could you tell when he was getting ready to go in that he was fired up?
Who's that?
Garcia.
Oh, he was ready to play. He's had a good attitude about it. And, you know, he cleaned up today, shaved up his beard, and tried to act like a quarterback. And I think the guys really admired and respected him for cleaning up and getting ready to play. And he was pulling for Connor. Connor was pulling for him. So we're all happy around here. We all got good attitudes around here.
You ran Bruce on the Wildcat a couple of times. How do you think he?
Oh, he's very good, man. Yeah, that'll be 2 or 3 plays a game, hopefully. And yeah, Bruce is very good running with the ball. Yeah, I wish we could have got a couple quick swings or something else to him, but it just didn't work out. Just the way it worked out tonight. Well, heck, we only threw 25 passes. And 4 threw 25, so maybe that's the way to win the game. That's what we got to do. As you all know.
Steve, once you got the lead, how glad were you to be able to use Marcus and pound him in there a little bit?
Yeah, Marcus ran very well after a sluggish start. You know, I was thinking, oh, that Heisman crap. You know, I forget that for a while. Get back to running the ball like you can, Marcus. But he settled down and ran very well the entire second half, second quarter. Yeah, we weren't going to forget about him, but he did have he had a couple of runs there that weren't Marcus type. But he settled in. He was ready. I yelled at him once. He missed a linebacker on one of those pass protections. And you can yell at Marcus. It doesn't bother him. And he didn't miss him after that. But Mr. Linebacker blitz there, Connor was in.
Antonio Allen was a key to the fumbles that you had at the beginning of the second half. Talk a little bit about the game he had, and he had a career high in tackles tonight.
Antonio?
Mhm.
Yeah, he was all over the place. And a lot of times your nickelback, strong safety type player, play these shotgun teams that throw every down. They need to play well and make a bunch of tackles. So yeah, Antonio was good there, very good. Yeah, who's in charge of air conditioning?
Coach, see Steve Whitlock went down late in the game, is that something to be concerned about?
He just had a cramp. Okay.
Anything else?
Anything else?
Well, players outside the locker room.